thanks for joining me, Maddie. We're going to be discussing something which our clients have been asking a lot of questions around recently. It seems to be a topic of conversation, and that is around the ICP, the ideal customer profile, and what to consider, and people looking at kind of revenue, company size, and things like this. So, would you be able to kind of start from the very beginning with me and kind of walk through what that is and how it applies to your lead generation content syndication campaigns?
Okay, absolutely. So we talk about, we do across the whole industry, in lots of different acronyms. And ICP is one that we throw around a lot. So that stands for ideal customer profile. When we work with a client, they're going to have 9 times out of 10 done a lot of work on their ICP beforehand, which is something that you kind of always need to prioritize before you even start to get into kind of paid media or content syndication. ICP in general really means working out who in the market is going to have a use case for your solution. So, who's going to have the right budget, which companies are going to be the right size, scale, and just have the need and demand for there to be demand for your solution. That's going to be a wider question, I'm sure, that all marketing teams are thinking about daily. When it comes to more specifically working with Headley Media and making sure that we're working together with our clients, targeting the right individuals and companies, the ICP can be simplified a little bit more. We try to be super consultative, having those conversations, making sure that we're looking holistically at who the right individuals and companies are. But on a more straightforward way, we kind of break it down into the kind of key targeting criteria of who you're looking to get in front of. So that can be company size, whether that's revenue or headcount. Job titles, super important. I think that's one that's got loads of noise around it as the buying unit evolves and changes. But more straightforward things that kind of it's really important to talk to your clients about, because you can easily make assumptions, but kind of where geography, where those individuals are based. There's all sorts of other criteria as well, but those are probably the key ones, as well as obviously industry, what kind of, which there are likely going to be key industries that align perfectly with your solution and you want to prioritize getting in front of. I said those kind of key ICP criteria, as well as that more specifically, whether you are using a target account list, whether there's a suppression list in place. That's more getting into the nitty-gritty bolts of the campaign rather than just this idea of who is your ideal customer. So when we work with a client, lots of individuals will come to us with a really well thought out ICP, whether that's kind of they know exactly who they're looking to get in front of, which is always great and helpful. But it's also refreshing when we get the opportunity to kind of get in, be consultative and get and work with the client to understand who it is that they're trying to get in front of. Headley Media have a really wide audience across multiple different functions, industries, not to mention countries. So we've got a really big scope. And it's just about who within our readership is actually even going to be relevant to get the content in front of and of course generate leads for.